and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw is Fields. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 1st quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, Fields. He's got Perriman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. A 1st down and then some for Montgomery. And finally marked down at the 23. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Fields on 1st down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery.
Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Space to maneuver at the 40. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And they'll get to him just inside the 15 even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Getting it out wide here to Bernard.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
Jacobs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Jones.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And that's thrown to Pyramid out wide. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Here's Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. It's Fields.
That's caught out left by Perriman. Brashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Chicago. Brashad Perriman, 83 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. The 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Flushed out right. Pass complete to Bird out right here.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bird. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. Now Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. 20, 10, 5, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Shotgun now for Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Second down at 4. Brady gives this one off to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fields now to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's Jacobs. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Shrugs him off, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On first down, it's Fields.
He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the 24, Fields being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead will swell by one more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
45.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1st down, Fields.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bird. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Fields.
Flushed out right. Throw caught here by Bird. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. First down, a run with Cohen. And fights through one man. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
2nd down at 5.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. Who's that?
Back to throw. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case,